Quitting smoking, even at an older age like 75, can still extend life expectancy, according to a recent study from the University of Michigan School of Public Health. Historically, quit smoking campaigns have focused on younger people, but this research revealed benefits for older adults as well. By analyzing national data on smoking and mortality, the researchers calculated life expectancy losses for continued smokers at various ages, showing that quitting smoking reduces these losses significantly. For instance, someone who quit smoking at 35 can avoid losing up to 8 years of life, while quitting at 75 can still save nearly a year. The study found that quitting at any age reduces risks, with some older adults gaining several years of life. Among those who quit at 65, almost 10% gained at least 8 additional years, and for those quitting by 75, 8% gained 4 more years. This research challenges the notion that older smokers have little to gain from quitting, providing clinicians with strong evidence to encourage cessation at any age. Smoking is addictive because of nicotine, a chemical in tobacco that triggers the release of dopamine in the brain, creating feelings of pleasure and relaxation. Over time, the brain adapts to these effects, causing cravings and dependence. Smoking is dangerous because it exposes the body to harmful chemicals like tar, carbon monoxide, and carcinogens, which damage the lungs, heart, and blood vessels. It increases the risk of serious diseases like cancer, heart disease, stroke, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, significantly shortening life expectancy and harming overall health. If you have a sweet tooth, reaching for candies, cakes, and sugary drinks, then you are more likely to experience depression, develop diabetes, and suffer from cardiovascular problems like stroke, according to a recent study published in the Journal of Translational Medicine. The study analyzed data from a massive pool of 180,000 volunteers, using artificial intelligence to categorize them into 3 dietary groups: health-conscious, who prioritize fruits and vegetables; omnivores, who enjoy a balanced diet including sweets; and sweet tooth, for those who can't resist the allure of sugary treats. The findings revealed a worrying pattern. The sweet tooth group showed a 31% higher likelihood of depression and increased rates of diabetes and heart conditions compared to the other groups. This risk was also detectable in their blood, which showed higher levels of inflammation, glucose, and unfavorable lipid profiles, all red flags for diabetes and heart disease. In contrast, the health-conscious group, who also consumed more dietary fiber, showed lower risks for a range of conditions, including heart failure, chronic kidney disease, and stroke. The omnivore group, as expected, fell somewhere in the middle with moderate health risks. This reinforces the idea that while enjoying sweet treats in moderation as part of a balanced diet is perfectly fine, a consistent preference for sugary foods over nutritious options can significantly impact your health. This study provides yet another reason to be mindful of our sugar intake and make informed food choices.
New artificial milk could someday replace cow milk. Scientists want to imitate cow's milk by artificially reproducing proteins and the natural taste of milk. The main challenge is mimicking the proteins found in cow's milk to create lab-grown dairy. This is usually overcome by genetically engineering microorganisms to enable them to produce real milk proteins, ensuring a successful precision fermentation process. Another technique produces milk from potato and rapeseed. According to researchers, growing potatoes produces considerably less CO2 than dairy farming. Therefore, potato milk is better than regular milk, both from a health and environmental perspective. Potato milk is also free from common allergens such as lactose, gluten, and nuts. Another startup called Better Dairy is using precision fermentation to produce products that are molecularly identical to traditional dairy. The process is similar to brewing beer, but instead of beer, it produces dairy products. Their goal is to produce animal-free hard cheeses. Animal-based dairy farming is unsustainable. Producing 1 liter of milk requires 650 liters of water. The process also emits the equivalent of over 1.7 billion tons of CO2 into the atmosphere each year. Almond milk also uses up large amounts of water. Producing a single glass of almond milk requires 130 pints of water. Soya milk producers are also criticized from an environmental point of view because some of them engage in illegal deforestation activities.